On FM 103.9, Craven Moorehead live out at Fall Frenzy, listening to some Flogging Molly right now, and being joined by Mike Ness. Mike, welcome back to the deserts.
What's up, man? It's great to be here.
Out here enjoying some music, and really excited to have you back. Thanks for taking the time to stop by and talking to us for a minute before you go on. I know we're all really excited for the show. Anytime Social Distortion comes to town, it's a great show. But I actually want to ask you about a show that happened a few months back earlier in the year. You got to play with Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, I did. A couple songs up in L.A. Yeah, he invited me down, and he wanted to play one of my songs. And so I showed up for sound check, and we did it. Everything sounded great, but he didn't know that the night before, I learned one of his songs I really wanted to play, the song in particular, the Rising. And so we did sound check, learned Bad Luck, sounded great, and I was saying, see you later, and I was like, I gotta try. So I go to Little Steven, hey bro, man, you know what, I learned this song last night, it's my favorite song. So he's just like in the Sopranos, man. He's like, yeah, well, no problem, man. Yeah, bring up Bruce, you know. And so I did 2 songs with him. It was awesome.
That's great. I mean, but they actually did Social Distortion songs as well, right?
He wanted to do Bad Luck.
I think that's insane. I mean, how's that?
But you know, what was really surprising to me was how many people in the crowd. I mean, what a warm reception I got at a Bruce Springsteen show. There was a lot of Social D fans in the crowd. So I was, you know, it just goes to show you, you know, that, you know, I mean, it's all related. You know, whether it's Bruce Springsteen or Lil Wayne, you know, we're somehow connected.
And last time you and I talked, we talked about the influences that you had and talked about the Stones and how you were a punk rock kid, but you weren't necessarily someone who listened to a bunch of punk rock to become that kid.
I was into punk rock, but I'd already grown up with all kinds of music. So, you know, punk rock was just another, you know, thing to add to it. But I had my foundation in blues-based rock and roll. That's why Social Distortion has always been just, you know, a little bit more.
You know, I also read recently that your son has joined you on stage a couple times a year. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's a great.
Do you condone him being in the family business after all your years of doing it?
Of course, yeah.
Is he in a band, or is he just kind of coming and filling with you guys?
You know, he's just, you know, right now he's still young. You know, I understand the discipline thing at that age. I know that you need it. I wish I would have had it at that age. I didn't get it till much later, so try to be understanding of that. But he's talented, and you know, I definitely have him with me more for sure.
That's cool. Final question I got for you is I've been reading a lot about all these different projects in the works. A possible Social Distortion acoustic record, a Mike Ness solo, and even new Social Distortion material in 2010. How are those things kind of coming along? I get a lot of calls when I'm on the air, people wondering, because we've seen some different dates, and you guys have been doing just a ton of touring, it seems like. So what are the timelines for some of these things, and when can we expect some new music?
The priority is the Social Distortion studio album.
Uh-huh.
And that's the main thing right now. Right now we're scheduled to be in there January, you know, to start recording. So the acoustic thing's just kind of a side thing. The Mike Ness thing's a side thing, you know. The main thing is right now, you know, it's been 5 years since our last record, and we need to get something new out. And we have plenty of new material. You know, we just need to, like you said, set the time, set the date, and stop touring and get, you know, get to work on that front.
Does that layoff between records kind of stem maybe from you liking being on the road? Do you like the live performance so much that you maybe are like, yeah, you know, let's tour some more and then we'll get to the record?
You know, I mean, you're not really that mindful of it. You know, it just tours come up and you know, you got to do them. You know, you got to keep staying in people's mind.
Yeah, more so than ever nowadays, I imagine. With all the,
what's that?
I would imagine more so than ever now with all the different means of media, and it seems like there's 5,000 bands every 2 minutes. So, well, Mike, we're looking forward to the performance tonight. I want to thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure, and you are definitely a figure that has shaped my musical influences. So it's really an honor for me to talk to you, and thanks for popping in.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. All right.
Cheers.